Welcome, y'all, to the Just Jelly podcast. Are you looking for conversations that are raw and authentic? Looking to expand your knowledge on topics affecting everyday life? Then you're in the right place. It's more than just a podcast. It's a community. Now, here's your host, Jen.
You can't stop or pause your life, and you can't live your life by someone else's decisions. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy. I have escaped to my podcasting room in the car. I've moved it. We're in the car today. I don't know if you're watching this or you're listening, but welcome back to another episode of Just Jelly Unfiltered with your perfectly imperfect podcast host. And the Jeep is pink. Maybe I'll just make this my permanent studio. And then when I have a guest, they could be my ride along, right? I'm your podcast host, Jen. If this is your first time listening, welcome. You guys, this episode is dropping Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Are we ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are we wearing sweatpants so they expand? Are you dressing up for Thanksgiving? I go back and forth. This year is shaping up to be so different. I might be in my jammies. It's just me and my significant other and my younger daughter. So it's a small bunch. We're doing like a small little staycation. We're going about 45 minutes from home. We're renting bikes. We're going to walk the beach. We're doing a beach picnic. So we're doing a couple of different things to kind of keep us busy and motivated because guess what? The holidays are chaos. But one thing that I want, before we get into the chaos of holidays and the pressure we put on ourselves, because that's what we're going to dive deep into today, is the pressures that we put on ourselves, especially around the holidays. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food? I'm curious because I know in the South, it's always a little bit different. I have a couple. Mine was always my mom's dressings. To wake up Thanksgiving morning and smell it where she'd been, it took hours for her to make it. It's the Southern cornbread dressing. Then it's the cranberry sauce, not that gaudy stuff you make on the stove. It's the can. You got to beat the bottom of the can to get it to come out. And then it's perfectly aligned for you to slice it. It was so satisfying. It's very satisfying. I always called it fruit salad, but I loved my grandmother's ambrosia salad. I didn't even know it was ambrosia salad until I was an adult. No one ever corrected me. I don't even know. I do like deviled eggs, but I can eat those anytime. Dessert was always pecan pie with vanilla bean ice cream. I'm working up an appetite just thinking about it, you guys. What was your favorite holiday memory? I can still remember certain things about different holidays, even now. I remember when I came home one Christmas Eve, because we always went to my great-grandparents' house for Christmas Eve. Free Willy was out, and I wanted to watch it so bad. And my mom was like, nope, Santa Claus is coming tomorrow. Like, it's weird how we can just see something or hear something or smell something and be right back in that moment or memory. It's sometimes those memories that can wreak havoc on our holidays. I went last week for my first outing in a hot minute. I've been hibernating, y'all. I've been in hibernation mode. And I met a group of ladies. I actually had a really good time. But that is what prompted today's episode, is hearing all of them talk about the pressures, both financially, time-wise, their calendars, because these days we have Friendsgiving, office giving, church giving. We have a giving for everything. It's not just Thanksgiving anymore where you just go and hang out with your family. And just thinking about our budgets, that's a dish for everywhere you have to go. And if you're making something from scratch, it can run you in the uppers or 20 or 30 bucks a dish. That can get pretty pricey. So just thinking about all of that brought me back to what are some ways that we can regroup, reset, and really just live in the moment? And I thought about that for a minute. I was like, what have I been doing all year long? Because, I've been on this like whole healing journey, self-improvement over the past year. Because I do want to say this before I dive into the episode I have been posting a lot on my social media, and I am so thankful. I have some of the best. You guys are the best that have been checking in on me, making sure I'm doing okay. I should have started with the fact that a lot of those are feelings of me processing through emotions that I have felt over the past year. I wasn't able to discuss openly what I was going through mentally or physically over the past year when I was going through it. I am doing better now. I'm working on it with my therapist, my nutritionist, because I just posted, yes, I know I've lost a lot of weight. No, I'm not on Ozempic. This is what stress looks like. This is stress. I've been stressed out, but it has taken me to the point of crying in my pillow, on my knees, prayer, to get to where I could actually process the emotion, push through it, and post about it. Because I hope that whatever I'm posting, my story, my midlife journey, can help someone else out there. That you're not alone. You're not going through it alone. The holidays are different for everyone. Everyone is going through this holiday chaos. It's stressful. It is a messy middle, and it can be hard. And it's okay if you can't talk about it while you're going through it. But I am doing better. I am working on myself. I am to the point now that I feel happy, healthy, and content. I'm just now getting to the point, though, where I can start sharing what I've gone through. So I am okay. But I do appreciate and love you guys so much for being so concerned and reaching out. So let's dive into today's episode, y'all, because the holidays can feel heavy for a lot of people. And a lot of people aren't very aware of how they're going to feel. They're not aware of their triggers. I've had to snooze a lot of people on Facebook, not because I'm mad at them, I love them to death, but because it's triggering. I want to say today that self-love is not selfish. It's okay to show yourself a little grace and love and say no, to step away and put yourself in timeout for a minute. Go for a ride in the car. Who hasn't wanted to sit in the car for a little bit longer? Like, let's be real about that, okay? How many times have we been in the house and someone say, I need something from the store, and you get 5,000 me's because everybody wants to just escape the chaos? That's where I've been the past couple of days, just kind of just needing to reset my mind for a minute, regroup, because it's hard when we're missing that person or that thing or our expectations of what we thought the holidays were going to look like. But we can rewrite our own stories. You have the control to do that. One of the things that I have started doing that has really helped me when I get into those chaotic or messy moments, or maybe I'm chasing perfection, I try to take a step back, breathe, and think to myself, am I doing this for myself, for my family? And it is okay to do things for your family. Or am I doing it for a picture to put on social media, to show everybody I have a family, or show everybody we're all dressed up in our matching jammies? Is the why, the what, and the who. Who am I doing it for? Why am I doing it? And what is it going to accomplish? And if all three of those answers align with my authentic, true purpose of I'm doing it for myself, I'm not doing to post it. And this is coming from a person who takes a lot of pictures and posts a lot of things. I don't post about my family not often. I have a few pictures out there of us together, but not often because I respect their privacy, but because too, I don't feel like I need to show that to make it real. One of the hardest things that I had to do was stop chasing perfection. I was a perfectionist by nature. I have learned in therapy that was from a role early on of feeling like I had to take care of myself financially, physically, and mentally, that I thought I needed to appear strong, perfect, and having it all together. But I've since learned that showing our vulnerable side is not a weakness. It takes more strength to admit that we're vulnerable, that we've been hurt, and talk about our struggles than anything else. And rewiring that train of thought has helped me deal with a lot of the chaos I have in my life. Last week, I told you earlier in the episode, we have a puppy. I woke up, I was running around, I wasn't paying attention to him. I didn't even notice he had had a little accident, and I stepped in it. And it kind of hit a nerve, not gonna lie. But once I was telling my daughter about my day, I was like, oh my gosh, it was chaotic. I woke up. The boys were so excited to have a puppy in the house, so they were running crazy and barking. And then the younger one had a minor accident. It was chaos. I had an interview. I was anxious. My mind was in like a fog. I couldn't put two and two together and get four. It was crazy. I stopped for a minute to process my day, and I thought to myself, how many times, because he's potty trained, but he's not trained to go to the door, to bark, that we're not self-aware of what our triggers are, our anger, our tempers, or what's going to cause us to be set off, we're having a little accident in our holidays, and it just is just shit rolling down the hill, right? It just rolls to the next person, and that person's unhappy, and they're taking their frustrations and anger out on the next person. And the next thing you know, therein lies all the chaos. We need to be observant of ourselves. Learn. The best thing you can do is fall in love with yourself. Knowing your triggers, what makes you happy, sad, best thing you can do for yourself. And it doesn't cost a thing. But also, as a family, we could be aware of our loved ones so the shit doesn't roll down the hill. Maybe our holidays would be a little less chaotic. The other thing that I really wanted to talk about before I end this episode is New Year's is right around the corner. If you don't have it all planned out on January 1st, if you don't know what to put on the vision board, remove that pressure. Let's normalize that it is okay to not have a clue. We're in the in-between. I'm in the in-between. Last year, 2025, this isn't how I planned my 2025. If so, I want a refund. This isn't what I paid for. I didn't sign up for this. It was crazy. I was on a billboard in Times Square. We partnered with the VMAs. I couldn't have put that on a vision board. I had no clue. I'm saying is, if you make a plan, great. If the plan shifts, go with it. If you don't have a plan at all, have a glass of champagne. Don't feel like if you don't have it all together, a new year, a new you, a new start, all on January 1st, it's okay. Keep going. Keep going. We just have to keep moving. I'm going to do a whole episode on living in the in-between because I didn't even know that was a thing. No one warned me about it, of you've outgrown or you're leaving your previous life, but your current life isn't planned out, or you can't even plan it because it's so undetermined. You don't know where your daughter is going to get into school. You don't know what's going to happen, where you're going to be at. No one warned me about all of that. So I'm going to do a whole episode on that. We are only going to have one episode drop in December. I'm not sure the exact date yet. So make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. Make sure you're reading my blog on lavish life living because I go into it much deeper. This woman's walking by me and she's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm holding this pink microphone talking to you guys. Okay, I'm glad y'all love me. Because I go much deeper into my struggles, the things that I've done to overcome those. But just remember, it is okay to not be okay. Step away. Don't take the picture. Take the picture. And know that if someone's missing from your family picture this year, it's okay that you're still happy, content, and celebrating. You can't stop or pause your life, and you can't live your life by someone else's decisions. That has been one of the hardest lessons I have learned in 2025. And I'm here for you if you need anybody, honestly. Text, DM, our numbers on our website. Don't forget to check out Just Jelly Podcast online. We have a website as well. And if I can't support you, I have plenty of friends who are life coaches, therapists, counselors. I will find someone in your area. We help with resources. This is my passion project, and I love y'all. Because as I was doing this episode, I was thinking to myself of the jelly really is in the center. It's our heart. Our heart is the jelly of us all. And if you leave Jell-O sitting outside, unattended, uncared for, it hardens. So let's not let our hearts harden. Let's soften this holiday season with a smile to ourselves, a little kindness, some self-love, being generous and courteous to others who may be struggling. I'm just sitting here breathing with you guys thinking, wow, this has been a year. What a year it has been. Just remember, greatness lies within us all, and the deeper you dive, the sweeter it gets. And it really is sweet in the center. All right, I love y'all. Just stay sweet out there.
Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Just Jelly Podcast, or check out our website, justjellypodcast.com. DM Jen with any questions, topic suggestions, or if you would like to make a guest appearance. And don't forget to follow, rate, and review the Just Jelly Podcast. Remember, greatness has no boundaries, and the power to create change lies within each of us. Thanks again for your support, and we'll catch you in the next episode of the Just Jelly Podcast.